Literary history is brought to life in the big screen adaptation of Maggie O'Farrell's best-selling novel, which reimagines the true life events of William Shakespeare and his wife Agnes losing their 11-year-old son to the plague, and how that tragedy shaped their relationship, their family, and inspired one of Shakespeare's most famous and enduring plays, Hamlet, with Oscar winner CHLOE ZHAO directing and Oscar nominees Jessie Buckley and Paul Mescal playing Agnes and William Shakespeare respectively. Passion and pain are captured beautifully in Hamnet.
Is it true? You know everything about a person by touching them here?
Not everything. He's got more inside of him than any man I've ever met.
Who are you looking for?
William Shakespeare.
I have no talent for waiting.
The women in my family see things.
What do you see?
I see landscape, oceans,
You're having twins, my girl.
undiscovered countries. What do you wish to do, Hamnet?
I shall be one of Father's players.
Will you be brave?
Yes.
Will you be brave?
Please!
Olivier Award-winning stage and screen actress Jessie Buckley stars as the fascinating and captivating wife of William Shakespeare, Agnes. No stranger to dramatic roles, having starred in films including Women Talking, Wicked Little Letters, and her Oscar-nominated performance in The Lost Daughter, Jessie turns her hand to a role that explores the most profound pains of a woman and mother, from the ecstasy of love and motherhood to the devastation of the death of a child. Together with her co-star and fellow Oscar nominee Paul Mescal, in the role of the bereaved patriarch and playwright William Shakespeare, these two young actors capture director CHLOE ZHAO's elemental depiction of a different time and a different world, but a universal experience that everyone can feel, showing us how Shakespeare's pain as a father fueled his inspiration as an artist, and that enabled him to find greatness through his work.
Judita De Silva, Arise Play Nigeria. My first question is for Jessie. You played Agnes in a way that she comes across as assertive but not imposing, passionate but not smothering, and then broken but not beaten. So when you get a character that's nuanced and dynamic like that, and you always have to be tempered in your delivery, how did you figure out how to sink your teeth into her so that you could show those inflections to her character?
Oh, I didn't temper anything. I was like, I was letting whatever was coming out in a way sometimes. But I think Chloe, you know, Paul and Will and Chloe, she has a lot of life in her. You know, I don't like binding up my characters with anything. I just want them to have more life and more like become more porous. And sometimes that kind of a woman is scary until she meets somebody like William Shakespeare, who's able to contain all of who she is and vice versa, and recognize each other in that. And that's also what Chloe facilitated for us as actors within that. You know, you can't have a giant like William Shakespeare be with a kind of narrowed woman. You know, his heroines aren't like that. They're murderers and lovers and, you know, Lady Macbeth and Juliet and comedians and full of the character of life. And I think my job wasn't to narrow her, it was to make her like just pulsate with absolute life, which contains all the highs and lows.
May I add something?
Yeah.
She does have like processes and techniques that she uses to, I think, give some kind of order to that chaos and that much of paradox that you're talking about is your writing.
Yeah.
You know, and Jessie is a beautiful writer, which is kind of funny because she's not the one playing William Shakespeare. If she wants to be a writer, she'll be a writer. And the poetry she writes, so she writes feverishly, it's called like fever writing every morning. Every morning she writes pages sometimes, and she will send them to me. And I think within those pages contains the great paradox all the time. So I think it's somehow like imprinted back into you.
Yeah.
You give some order.
Shall we three meet again?
Our children's hearts beat. They smile, play. Never forget for a moment.
Mama,
They may be gone.
Mama.
My boy.
He lives not. You should go to London. That place in your head is now more real to you than anywhere else.
I am myself indifferent on it. Again.
Do you not wonder what is in it?
In what?
The play.
Author Maggie O'Farrell first wrote the imagined story of the tragedy of William and Agnes Shakespeare in what went on to be an award-winning best-selling novel, Hamnet, in 2020. She then co-wrote the screenplay for this film adaptation with CHLOE ZHAO, who also directs it, following years of celebrated work as a director of films including The Rider, Marvel Studios' Eternals, and the movie adaptation of Nomadland, which earned CHLOE Oscars for Best Picture and Best Director, making her only the second woman ever to do so. Now, going into Hamnet, CHLOE had some heavyweight endorsement with fellow Oscar-winning directors Steven Spielberg and also Sam Mendes as producers on the film, and with a cast of actors, both young and old, that molded themselves into each character and blended together as an ensemble, the world of Hamnet came to life, and the story to be told was brought to life to unforgettable effect.
CHLOE, the film feels very elemental in the way that it's made, and it does live through Agnes's character and nature and art, but it's very planted in the narrative from Maggie's book. So how did you always have the artistic freedom to make this living, breathing movie, but keep the train on the track so that it didn't end up being like Koyaanisqatsi episode 2?
Well, you know, that's the part 2 of the question you just asked her, in a way, right? You're interested in the paradox, which is really for me, the very personal thing that I try to explore in this film, and that's why you have Will and Agnes sort of containing those two paradoxes of the yin and energy, and our teacher Kim Gillingham, who helps us work with our dreams, have always said, keep your heart open but trust the structure, and or if the container of the riverbank is strong, then the water will come and go deep, right? So we're constantly trying to have intentions and have orders and structures, but at the same time surrendering it to the mystery to come through. That is a moment-to-moment process, which is now comfortable. It's so much easier to pick a side and stay there. And to be navigating in that middle, then you're holding the tension of to be or not to be. And that means being awake and present moment to moment. So it's I hope that answered your question.
Yes, it does. It does. And thank you so much for talking with us. Really brilliant film.
What shall I do?
Keep your heart open. Look.
To die. To sleep. Perchance to dream.
What do you see?
Bye.
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 Bye.